Hi everyone, welcome to the October Garden Tour. Well, we wanted to do something a little bit different this month. We wanted to share with you guys the story of how our garden began.
Now, for those of you who don't know me, I am camera guy. I'm usually the guy behind the camera, but we have our longtime friend Dana filming us, and Dana has also filmed some of our other episodes where it's both of us together. But what's going to make this tour special today is that there was so much interest in the story of our backyard and how it got redone on this TV show we'll tell you about. We'll tell you about all of that as we hit each spot in the backyard. Let's go check it out.
All right, let's go.
Our story starts here on the hill. We found out about a garden show and we hunted them down and we auditioned and sent in photos to get on this backyard show. This whole hill, just a plain old hill with no steps, nothing for us to get up and down except some rickety old steps down at the other end.
It was filled with weeds. It was completely unusable.
I sent in some pictures for us of how we get down this hill. And that's the story of this rope. She would use this rope to get down the hill.
We anchored at the top and then I would like move down the hill.
Yes.
Holding onto the rope.
And she was holding a rake, and I thought, oh, they're gonna love that. And sure enough, they thought that was really interesting and they wanted to know more. They came and met us, and then we found out we got on the show. And the way the show works is if you provide the labor, they provide the design and the materials. The name of the show was called Extra Yardage, and it was on the DIY network. You may have heard of it.
We'll link it up in the video description.
Yes. So a neat part was that this was this big hill that was hard for Kim to get up and down. And during the filming, we didn't know what the design of the backyard was going to be. And the talent of the show, the host, his name is Billy, he said, you guys, this is going to be a meandering steps. The steps are going to weave in and out and go down the hill. And that's how we got the name of the meandering steps.
So imagine this hill being completely weed filled. I would get out here with a weed whacker just to keep the weeds under control. And during the course of the filming, we were able to build out the terraces, and my dream was always to have a big garden. So after the show, we ended up being able to plant a vegetable garden on the hill, which you see behind us right now.
Now, if we were to try and terrace this ourselves, I wouldn't even know how to start, where to start, or even what to do. So that was really cool, as that was part of the show. But the kicker part was, while we were filming, they had this big tractor something in here.
A backhoe.
A backhoe, see? and they were like, how cool would that be if Kim did the backhoe a little bit? And they were like, yeah, let's do that, remember?
Yeah, it was so much fun.
Yeah, and they were like, hey, Kim, do you want to try the backhoe? And she did, and it's in the episode, and it was pretty cool.
It was really fun. So basically, we came out here and scraped the whole hill completely clean, and then with the backhoe, cut the terraces, the levels into the hill. So it was really so much fun to see it come together. This is the spot of my very first garden. Before we had any of the hill built out, before we had this deck built out. The first year we moved into our house, that's all I wanted for Mother's Day.
That's all she wanted.
Is for us all to come out here and dig out this corner for my garden. I tell the story in my book too. So here's where it was, where I grew my very first tomatoes, lettuce, cucumbers, made my very first garden fresh salad. Remember how much fun that was? I was so excited.
And what's also interesting about that is that Kim wanted to do the rototilling herself. She handles it all. She did it all herself.
I really wanted to.
Incredible. Now, if you look over here, you can see our tiers and how much extra yardage they actually did provide us. It's incredible. We've had little family gatherings here, and we've had musical performances back here.
We had a wedding.
And we had a wedding back here, and that's what we told the director.
The theme was Al Fresco Amphitheater. So the whole idea of the show was to build us an amphitheater where the family could play music.
Right.
So the amphitheater here, and then the two decks were meant to be stages.
Yep.
Well, little did they know, I was going to plant a garden there.
Right, and we didn't even know that we were going to do YouTube at the time. Another little thing about being on this show was we did not know the design that we were going to get literally until we started filming. That was scary and exciting at the same time. Now, the neat part about that is they knew that Kim liked to garden, so this was the only garden space in part of their plan. So what you see here was the original first garden for you.
That's right, and I was so excited to have a space this large. And what was really cool is they designed it to be an interesting space. They also knew I liked red. So we get so many questions about these red containers here. What this was is a big, huge, long steel pipe.
Corrugated pipe.
A corrugated pipe that was repurposed from a local farmer. And then we ended up cutting it into pieces. Do you remember that with like a diamond saw blade or something like that?
Yep, you'll see it in the episode.
That's right. And then we painted it red and then just came out here and put it at different intervals throughout this garden bed, filled it with soil. And these actually inside that was going to be the only garden space that they had planned in the design.
Right here is where the very first CaliKim video was filmed in 2012. First video.
Right there in that red container. What happened is that Jerry was trying to make a viral video with some of his video friends. And he said, Kim, what are you doing today? And I said, well, I'm going to grab some compost from my compost pile. I'm going to come out. I had some herbs planted here and I'm going to put it on my herbs. And he goes, okay, let's do that and just talk about what you're doing and tell us why you're doing it.
Yeah, so we had a little contest with me and my buddies. We were like, let's see who can make a video that gets the most views. And little did we know that that would take. People started asking, hey, are you guys going to do more videos? This was very interesting. And that's how the channel started.
The rest is history.
My favorite part, the water feature. During the interview process, they asked, Jerry, is there anything you would really like in your backyard if you could have something? What is it that you like? And I just said, I love the sound of water. I find it very relaxing. Now, they didn't tell us we were going to get it or anything. It was all a big surprise. And you remember when we found out?
That's right. We were sitting outside waiting for shooting to start, and a truck rolled up with that big fountain on top. And we were just like, oh my goodness, it was so exciting.
It was so exciting, you guys. We feel so blessed. I mean, I feel like we're tooting our own horn. It was a dream come true.
Hope you guys enjoyed the story of how we got started. We are so thankful for the opportunity we had to be on the show because it really gave us the passion and the desire and the inspiration to start our YouTube channel, teach you guys how to grow vegetables, and gave us a beautiful backdrop to do that from.
Got 900 films shot. We're looking forward to 900 more episodes with all of you. Thank you all for being here, being with us, being excited about this backyard with us. And it's actually part of your backyard as well.
Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you on the next video.